Fuck! Damn it. Yeah, I'm still alive. Much to many people's disappointment, including myself at this point. Fuck. God damn it. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. God. Ah. Probably want some fucking answers, man. I got many. But it's weighing so fucking heavy on me, and I got a victim trail a mile long. Endless apologies. That's some collective apology right now. I don't know who the hell I'm talking to right now. I do. It's my fucking self. It always has been. It's always been one big fucking blast into the mirror. I'll get to you. If I owe you an apology, I'll get to you. Just give me some time. I don't know what I can offer you here right now. I'll give you the truth as I have it, but I know. Could you ever believe it? Yeah, I fucking know. Fuck. God, talk about ruining fucking credibility all the way to the fucking end. I gotta find a way to, I gotta find a way to talk to you, knowing that the last image burned in your head is a fucking monster, man. God. God. There's so many ways I could tell this story, all of which are true. You know? God. At the surface, I could draw all kinds of sympathy, go hard on the mental illness aspect of it, throw diagnostic labels of which all would stick to my experience somewhere. It's fucking madness, man. But no, I can't lay this at the feet of mental illness. Because I maintained objective awareness almost 90% of the fucking time. I did know what I was doing. And I wanted it. But it's not what you think. Clearly it's fucking complicated. God. I've put in 1,900 waking hours in solitary confinement. Right here. Just me and God. This is exactly what he wanted. It's what I wanted too. I wanted it at, clearly, all costs. And I don't even get to lay this at the feet of the devil made me do it, because it turned out the devil was fucking me, man. But that's not to say there wasn't demonic forces, which I totally believe in. I just they're always trying to enter the picture. They're always. It's going to be really difficult to explain that to you. For my depth psychology friends, it's not. You already kind of know what the story is. You know what it is you saw. A complete blowout of the unconscious mind. My mind. Or something like the collective unconscious mind. Pow, fucking boom. I wanted it. This was a soup. Damn it. Fuck. This was a psychological suicide mission from the very fucking beginning. God. Alright, I'll fucking try. No. fucking try. Blah! Take that as a fucking sign to not smoke again for 5 minutes. God. I'm so fucking pinned down right now. And I love it. I love it. I wanted it no other way, man. God damn it, I'm stubborn, so fucking stubborn. Yeah. I'll be back. Fuck. Oh. Oh. All right. But I'm gonna need that fucking corn cob. God damn it! Ah. Okay. So the story, the fucking confession here, I gotta tell you, It's the origin point of the monster. How something like that can get created. Not that that's much of a fucking pretext. Fuck. I had so much time to think of what I wanted to fucking say. Oh God. Didn't sound anything like this. Okay. It's not that I don't want to fucking tell it. I don't want to feel it again. But if that's not the only way fucking forward, man. When I was 4 years old, I killed a puppy. There, I fucking said it. Fuck. Ah. I was downstairs, house in Missouri. Neighbor had some puppies. Cute as fucking fuck, man. We all went over there and saw them as a family. Like a kid. Snuck out the basement to go see them. Because they were so fucking cute, man. And I didn't know what to do with that feeling. I didn't, the adoration, the love was so fucking overwhelming. And then I remember it came in. To destroy it. Remember it. You love something so much you want to kill it? I couldn't cope with adoration, with love for creation, for innocence, right? That's how I describe evil. Evil. It's just a destruction of innocence that knows no fucking end, man. I wanted that feeling to go away. Why couldn't I cope with that? Right? Yeah, so I threw that puppy on the ground over and over again. And I remember the way it looked at me too. God damn. I remember everything. And I'm fucking sorry. You know, and had I just fucking confessed that at 4 years old. None of this shit that would have fucking ever happened. Fuck. I buried that in a wall of fucking shame, man. Never telling anybody, except my wife when we first got together doing the whole what's your deepest, darkest secret thing. She was compassionate about it. But the confession certainly didn't look like what I just fucking showed you now. The origin point. Fucking shame, man. And so what it did, it fucking festered. Showed up in reoccurring dreams starting with the parents' divorce at 7 years old. I knew it was coming for me. I fucking knew it, man. And I've been battling it for so fucking long. And there's a psychosomatic link between my asthma, chronic asthma, there, that showed up pretty much right after the divorce is when it really started kicking into gear. Moving into the Pacific Northwest, you can blame environmental factors, and that was definitely the case, but something was fucking suffocating me. I'm sure breathing a hell of a lot better now. So yeah, at 10 years old, that's when it first serious asthma attack, cardiac arrest. Everybody telling me I'm lucky to be alive. Everybody telling nurses, EMTs, so lucky to be alive. Kids your age don't usually survive asthma attack like that. And that wasn't the God. That was not the last one. It kept coming for me. And then I just kept miraculously fucking surviving them. And my mom, Joel, God's got big plans for you. He saved your life. You're going to be a mighty man of God someday, Joel. How am I doing, Mom? She certainly had an idea of what that might look like, huh? But I believed it, you know? I mean, it was half empowering to my young narcissistic mind, half burdensome. And that was fine. I guess. Had it not been for the fucking monster, man. Blah! Brewing. Coming for me. I didn't really feel lucky to be alive. I could die at any moment at that point. I didn't feel fucking lucky about it. But I did believe it. I mean, it's the prophecy of a mom. Had she not said that, I wouldn't even be here. Thanks, Mom. But it didn't make any sense any other way, especially when your son's laying dead before you on the fucking floor and you say, I command you to breathe in the name of Jesus. She slaps her hands down on me and I come back. God, what else? What other conclusion can you draw? So yeah, she believed it. She wasn't just saying shit. Yeah, I believed it too. Now I had to search out, who is God? What does that look like? What does it mean to be a mighty man of God? But I grew angry. Typical fucking daddy issues. Son of a sailor, Navy sailor. Really fucking hard on the statistic stereotype on that one. So, yeah, angry. So fucking angry. And so, yeah, trouble started. I do remember at 10 years old, right after that asthma attack, really coming hard at my mom. When does the school thing end and when can I get the fuck out of there? And she told me like freshman year or some shit, you can drop out. So I always planned on that. If I fucking survived that long. And so, yeah, rebellion started from the entire idea of being a mighty man of God. Fuck that shit, man. I'm in pain. I'm angry. I'm guilty, right? So fucking guilty. So, yeah, rebellion started. Went hard. Went real fucking hard at it, as you can imagine. Since I never fucking know or care about where the line is until after I fucking crossed it. Curiosity's always killed this fucking cat. Pretty ironic that I'm highly allergic to cats. Yet I'm on my 9th fucking life right now. I don't know. I'm not really counting, but it seems like that's probably about right. So yeah, there's 2 men's name that I mentioned in my reign of fucking terror towards the end there, which shows you where I was at. This is all going back to the Lost Boy. It's a regression event. And I'm trying to get back there. I'm trying to get home. Aren't we fucking all, man? We can call it, whatever you want to call it, brief psychotic disorder, drug-induced. I was not on drugs, by the way. Not on drugs now. It's pure fucking insanity, man. And psychosis is its own fucking drug. I just want to lay that out there for you. Not that psychedelics didn't absolutely contribute to it. No doubt about it. But there's no blaming it on a drug. Everybody wanted it to be that, man. I know, because you want to blame it on something else, right? Okay, so if you just stop doing that, you'll be fine, but still fucking crazy. Always will be. There's no going back for me. It was always a means to an end, and yeah, I found the fucking end to it. Alan Watts had a really good saying on psychedelic use, and he said, once you get the message, hang up the phone. I got the fucking message. Hardcore rebellion. So those 2 men, I'll apologize to you when I actually feel sorry. I don't at the moment. They were the vice principal and principal of a middle school. Sky Ridge. Sky Ridge Middle School, Camas, Washington. So those 2 men looked at me, and it wasn't their fault. My trouble didn't start there. I had a record, so they came at me with a reputation. First time getting in trouble, they both looked at me with a look of absolute pure disgust on their face, and they didn't even care to hide it. And so, psychologically, that's the origin point of sociopathy. That's how you create a sociopath. Not their fault. How the hell are they going to understand a young man like me? Or have compassion for it, right? But yeah, what they were doing there is projecting onto me something that wasn't necessarily not there. But when they did that, I said, okay, if that's how you see me, let me become that for you. Let me become that fucking monster for you. It's not gonna be hard. And so that's also what you saw during the Reign of Terror. God, not that any of it wasn't limited strictly to what was in my own mental inventory, or ideas of my own, as if there is such a thing as original ideas. I don't even know where the fuck ideas come from. You know, it was every idea I've ever heard of, ever, or come across. Shit that were jokes, things that other people believed that I thought was fucking crazy. Imagine that. All of it was fair game. I don't know if I want to go hard in that direction at the moment. But yeah, all of it was fair game. There was no such thing as true and false anymore. And that would be something that you would diagnose as like manic depressive, right? So once my mind blew out to create this reality I couldn't cope with, right? That's ultimately what it comes down to. There was no true or false filter anymore. Anything could possess me. And that's what I wanted. Yeah, I fucking wanted that. Not to destroy my life permanently, but to end the fucking struggle at all fucking costs, man. I was. Deeply trusting God the entire fucking time. I never stopped. Landing in jail, no question about it while I was there. I knew exactly what was happening. I knew exactly what God was doing in it. I let go, I opened myself up to possession, and yeah, anything could come at me, any and all ideas. You know, we're all familiar with possession or demonic possession and stuff like, It's undeniable that ideas possess people. We all know ideological possession. We know what that looks like, how just ideas just seem to completely capture people. There's no fucking reasoning with it. But demonic possession, that was trying to enter the picture the entire time. But I think what I was dealing with more was like psychic possession of this lost boy that got kicked down into the dark shame. And yeah, when you kick something into the dark, man, the darkness comes for it, takes it, uses it. So yeah, it was coming for me. It was all over me. It was me. And it still is me. Can't go into that right now. So Skyridge fucking middle school, man. Yeah. So yeah, ultimately landed in the juvenile facility. But those two men, very quickly after that, horribly violent thoughts towards them, and then every police officer ultimately. Anyone who pretended to care that did not care became the subject of my fantasies. Slitting throats, hanging. Shit, man. The evidence for that's in my fucking Skyridge Middle School yearbook. Looking at that. Yeah, horribly violent thoughts. A budding school shooter minus the killing of students, innocents, even though they all are innocent in this. But I was at 13 years old. I needed someone to pin the rage against. Those two men were at the front of it. And then every police officer that I encountered after that, right? And then I found mushrooms. Thanks to a fucking homie. Showed me what to pick, what not to pick. And then I quickly found my own field and kept it a secret from him. Fire the guy, fucking jeez. And so then comes the double-edged sword. Psychedelics. Need one more. They cured all thoughts of violence. All the violent thoughts went away. Showed me a deep, deep love in myself. And the Father in the sky that would never leave me nor forsake me, that my mom directed me to pray towards, had an encounter there. And then I rebelled from that. Yeah, to externalize the rebellion out into the world, rebelling against all authority figures, but I was rebelling against my own conscience the entire fucking time. Rebellion against the Most High is not recommended at all, but aren't we all fucking doing it? But let me just stick to me here. So yeah, the rampage kept going until about 16, 17. Until my mom finally called the cops on me. I needed that. And I landed in jail, and again, and I pretty much gave it up around 17. Had the opportunity to move to Florida with my older brother. Completely turned my life around there. Still ignoring the monster inside. Ended up with an opiate addiction. 2.5 years, oxycodone, hydrochloride. Prayed my way out of that one. made a deal with God. If He would bring me the love in my life that I'm seeking from these fucking pills, I'll start cleaning up. And I did. In a couple months. Message on MySpace comes in, and yeah, I found love. Still have it, by the way. We're okay. We're okay. Obviously a lot of work to do, but we're good. We just celebrated a baby, and we'll have another one, I'm sure. Everything's gonna be all right there. Oddly enough, I never once doubted that. I was truly operating under the promise that all things important would be restored. So I'm not surprised by that. But yeah, we got a lot of work to do. Holy shit, man. But we're doing great so far. After the opiate crisis and the love coming into my life, yeah, I didn't mess around with psychedelics much. I didn't until I was growing a little bit more frustrated. I was working hard. I was a new dad. You know, and oddly enough, the same call into the madness, which took on a darker tone, that I was following throughout the entire experience, trusting with everything, is the same call that said, yep, she's the one. Oh, she's got a kid? Yep, raise her. Marry her. Don't even think about it. Just do it. It's what you prayed for. It's what you asked for. Do it. So that call, same exact call, pulling me into the darkness. Imagine trying to reconcile that. So I brought psychedelics in. Where am I at? In the shot? I don't know. Let's back it up. And that helped a lot. But psychedelics only bring out what's inside of you. So yeah, at first, underneath all the pain and the grief of life and the tragedy, yeah, you find a deep, deep love. You find the light. It's beautiful. I lived in the light for a long time. Lived in the light with that touch of darkness, right? But for someone obsessed with the hero's journey, I couldn't help but wonder and realize, where's the touch of light in all the darkness? Think of the yin and yang on that. White touch of darkness. I'm fascinated with the yin yang my entire life. Had my mom do it in birthday cakes. Loved staring at it. That shouldn't come as anyone's surprise. So yeah. I wanted to know. Where's the light? Where's the drop of light in a sea of fucking darkness? I found it, by the way. But look at the fucking cost. Heavy load. Too heavy for one man. Doesn't appear to be any way forward. On my own strength. So dependent on God right now. You know, and there's so much on the shame load that was so systematic too. To increase the shame load so fucking high. And I got nowhere to go. Nowhere to go, psycho. So psychedelics. They only bring out what's inside of you at first. It's all love. Beyond the pain, beyond the grief. And they really help you move past that pretty quick. But if you keep going, not that everybody killed a fucking puppy. Fuck! Ah! But everybody's got their own. Everybody's got their own darkness you're running from. Yeah, and eventually you do encounter it. It's called shadow work. It's got a name, and a label for it. Giving it a name doesn't really help. Doesn't help me right now. Oh. God. Alright, so back it up. I'm a fucking 13-year-old mushroom-fueled rebel expelled from the district. Home alone. Watching True Hollywood Stories. Quickly coming to the conclusion that fame's not the answer, but why does everybody seem to fall? I'm supposed to be a mighty man of God. I'm really trying to figure out how to do that. VH1 behind the music. Same thing. What the fuck? When I start looking at religious figures. Okay? There's one. I'm looking at big ones, right? Like mega churches and shit. And if, you know, you're banging half the administration staff, or you're fucking caught south of the border fucking banging hookers with cocaine pretty damn quick. Some mighty man of God. So yeah, all heroes fall. They're all gonna fall. What's gonna make me any different? Anytime I come into any sort of power, even at that age, I corrupted myself. That monster's coming in to corrupt the situation immediately. How the fuck am I gonna beat that? I'm young, I'm pissed. Sociopathic. Narcissistic as hell, which all psychopaths are narcissists, but not all narcissists are psychopathic. I don't really give a shit about, probably a little bit of both. Sociopaths are usually made by the world, from what I understand. Psychopaths are born that way. Don't know if I was born that way. But I don't think those details really fucking matter. See, how the hell am I going to pull this off? What the hell is a mighty man of God? What the hell is that going to look like? I know I got a direct connection from God and direct experience anyway that I gotta grapple with at some point, and obviously started wrestling with it the moment I encountered it. But how the hell am I not going to self-corrupt? That's ultimately what it comes down to. And then I'm watching The Daily Show with Jon Stewart at night. Politicians. Corruption. Fuck. What makes me any different? How the hell am I ever going to rise without corruption? And so, yeah, I went hard on the inner work. Went hard on that. I'm trying to dig it out, which explains why, I mean, up until previously, anyone who grew up with me like, never would have expected me to be doing so well and have all the things I had, right? I was the man who kind of had it all in a way. So I had to lose it. So I won some serious battles with it. I mean, had it in its proper place. It's a weapon. Only to be weaponized in self-defense. If you're threatening my friends, you would have saw it. If you're a drunk dude in a bar going fucking nuts and throwing everybody around, you saw it. It had an excellent power about it. God, I remember this big old fucking dude. Catering event, I was working it. And then you just hear some dude, you fucked my wife or some shit. And then this big old dude, 300 pounder, buff guy, just fucking going nuts. Everybody's trying to get a hold of him. And I went right in and I looked at him. As I was moving my way through the crowd, I looked at him and he had a look of, oh fucking shit. Fear. And then I grabbed him by the head and I said, no. And he stopped. See, I knew there was power in it to keep shit like that at bay. And I knew better. That's why I paid the ultimate fucking price for it. Or if you're, two pit bulls killing my dog, could break it out right then. Completely end the situation. Everything's okay. Good. So it had a place. And then I raw dogged my way into the fucking most stressful fucking life, man. But not the kids. Kids have always been my medicine. They were never the point of stress. Providing, right? Providing. While trying to do what I loved. Keeping us at the edges of poverty. Hang on, babe. It's going to work. Hang on, babe. It's going to work. It's going to work. And it did. It kind of did for a little bit. Until it didn't. See how the stresses of life. Sure, something really pathetic about being the dad that finally snaps. Something pathetic about all this shit. See, in comes a double-edged sword. I ramped up psychedelic use. Mostly just microdosing, really, and to give you an idea of that, scale-wise, taking mushrooms, like me taking mushrooms all the time, we're talking about 100 milligrams with a cup of coffee in the morning, 3 times a week, 4 times a week. With bigger ceremonies, big flood doses, but not as much as you'd think. To give you some scale on 100 milligrams of psilocybin, like what they're doing in the Johns Hopkins studies, it'd be about a 50th of that, like a homeopathic approach. Like times that by 50, that's what you'd give per somebody for, anything, treatment-resistant depression, suicidal depression. So you're talking little amounts. But I was still going hard on bigger amounts of fucking all sorts of shit, right? To pull back the aggression, chill. But all of it was just to feed the psychosis that I had been in. Thank God I can say it now. Had been in for 4.5 years. I didn't really need much psychedelics. Psychosis is its own drug. And yeah, experiencing a full break, yeah, that feeling, I could trace it all the way back to the renovation of a fucking travel trailer. Fuck that! God! So yeah, COVID rush, everybody wants to go fucking camping. And we just wanted to go on an adventure. I say we. I never wanted to leave Florida. I just like seeing her happy. Taking responsibility for my wife's happiness. Yeah. Bad fucking move. And I knew it. I knew I was doing it. I admitted it to her. Long time ago. Kept doing it. Conflict avoidance. That's why I kept going. I could say yes or hell to pay for saying no, I don't. Yeah, I couldn't. I love seeing her fucking happy. I love it, man. So yeah, I talked myself into, yeah, I want this too. And I did. I did want an adventure. We wanted to leave all the comforts, security, safety. Fuck it, let's go for it. Travel all around the country. Let's get a fucking travel trailer. Let's do it. No idea how we're going to pay for any of this. Let's just do it and see if God blesses it. COVID shows up, stimulus package. Just a few months later, so like, okay, let's go. Not saying it was a mistake. Clearly, God will lead you to your own demise. That's where you need to fucking go to be obedient. But like, yeah, we went for it. But I remember that fucking camper drove all the way up to Atlanta to get it. At that point, you had to be committed because there was such a line. Like, and I was committed. We were committed. And yeah, I got it. And blew a tire out right as I fucking... right as I pulled out of the fucking dude's house. And then I got home. And I assessed the known water damage. Peel back a corner, for anyone who knows. Peel back the corner. Carpenter ants, wet insulation all over my shit. Call my wife. She comes down from the house. She's like, oh shit, well, looks like we're doing a full gut. And she's stoked about it because she's going to go up and draw it out now. Cool, it's a project for her. She did all the painting and she did a stellar job on that. But yeah, the 7 months leading up to that point, the thing stole my life. And so I say, you know, I knew from that point forward, and I buzzed right there. Mini psychotic break as she left. And then I had to get a little crazy. So I moved into psychosis, which is something I'd always been able to do. If I needed to shut down emotion, I would do that. Childbirth, you wonder how I'm such a sage in childbirth? I just go psycho. No emotion. That's how I do it. That's how I did it. Eventually, yeah, with, you know, eventually I could feel, but my emotions would be so much that and I was in a delivery role. So yeah, if there was a stillborn or something, I needed to be able to act, so I just shut down all emotion. It didn't matter to me, nothing mattered. So that was me going psycho. So yeah, the psychosis defense Been doing that my whole life. So yeah, I went a little crazy. Got to be a little crazy to take on a project like this. And I just kept going with that. And then the rest that I wanted, I knew this thing, in order to get it done in the time, long walks in the woods were going to have to go. Didn't have to, but that's what I determined. I was going to have to obsess in order to pull this off. And I did, and I did. Pulled it off. And we went on a nice long adventure. Dreamlike. Because I was certainly in a bit of a dream. Psychotic dream. Because once it broke, it was like being on a drug. It broke. Yeah, once it broke, I mean, in jail. Once it faded away, it was like recovering from almost like an opiate addiction. It was like it was its own drug. And yeah, just kept going. The rest, and I knew it. I was developing it in a holding pattern. How I track my mental health is in, the tension patterns inside of my body. I'm 15 years a body worker. So, I mean, I'm paying attention to what's going on with the body, which I always operated under the impression that I'm dealing with the subconscious mind as a therapist, and that's what I'm doing with myself. So I'm tracking that, and I knew I was putting on a holding pattern that was ancient. And so I just kept going. Unwinding the shit out of it, doing everything I could except facing the fucking reality, man. All the tools. Complete avoidance, the intelligence of the self-deception that I engaged in through this whole thing is fucking mind-blowing. In order to do it, in order to go through with it, the problem of self-corruption always looming, this deeper story throughout all this stress as a father, as a man, a husband, a failing father, failing human friend, therapist, all the way around, avoiding this darkness, which was avoiding God. Struggle to figure out how the hell I wasn't going to self-corrupt and become this mighty man of God. I tell you, that never fucking stopped. This adventure was a nice little distraction. For my family, God, right? Even though he's dying to get a hold of me. And I'm running in this do-gooder moral direction, thinking I'm going to get away with it. Fucking nope. Fuck! It was creeping on me, man. I knew it. The method in the madness. There's more than one. Clearly, we're dealing with more than one Joel. I had done so much to get in there and try to sort that out and find my way into that dark hole, to find that lost boy that I knew was fucking there. So I could become the mighty man of God someday. Had to deal with that force of self-corruption in it. And I couldn't, it was so fucking sneaky. In all my journeys and all my visionary experiences in my search for God, It was always there to come in to steal it. Symbolic rises and these visionary experiences and these psychedelic experiences. Out of my own way now. All right, I'm surrendering, God. What does that look like? Self-corruption. Boom, boom, boom. Every fucking time. Over and over again in eternity. Reality, you know, a few hours, but like over and over again. Fuck, fuck, fuck. How do you kill something like that? How can I ultimately rise without ultimately getting just fucking taken out at the top or on the way? How the fuck? I want to step into the light with my truth. I know what I got to do, and I've known that for a long time. And I want to do that. And I wanted to do that. And under all the stress, I knew that the second I did that, it was going to come in for the steal and completely wipe me out. So once I realized that I was in a lose-lose with the marriage, not uncommon, as far as I was concerned. The marriage was always going to fall, and I've known that. It's built on a foundation of codependency, young love, lust. A strategic separation was always going to need to happen. Not that we'll ever stop being madly in love with each other, but once it hit a certain point, and then I had my business, this new business, very meaningful, beautiful, positively traumatic to do 40 sessions in a year. Way more energy than I could take on, along top of everything else. So once I realized that, and this is something I could easily be like, the darkness did this, the darkness did that, or the devil made... No. Because when it fell under judgment, it was all me. And I gained a whole new set of memories in the experience. A whole new set of dark memories. The one applying the method. And so yeah, I torched everything. I started torching everything. It's pretty clear. Leading up to the whole fucking thing. Because if it was going to come for me, fuck it, do it now. Just fucking do it now and get it over with. At all costs, right? Other than what's most important. I hung on to that fucking promise. And it was true. This promise of transformation that was in it. Minusing the fact that I'm gonna go to hell first. There was a promise in it, a call. The symbolism was what I was following. And so you know what it takes to be that selfish? I'm gonna get this fucking done. Fuck everybody. You know what it takes? It takes a fucking psycho to do it. The right man for the fucking job. Fuck! Son of a bitch. Fuck. Fuck. You know what I wanted the truth to be? Something better than this. Am I sorry? More than you know. I gotta do everything I can to make it right. And that's gonna take some time. You know, there's forgiveness, obviously, when it comes to God, grace. No ends to that. But when it comes to the shame, laid at the feet of the cross, Okay. Okay, take it, please. And yeah, my load was lightened a lot. More will come with reconciliation. Endless apologies. But it got to the point where I realized that God will never take this weight off me. Never. Ugh. think I've spilled enough shitty little beans for you today. So yeah, I'm in a tent. Hell of a lot better than a jail cell. Thank you to the DA's office, Benton County. Thank you to the DA. Thank you to prosecuting attorney Stephen Harper. Thanks for the grace, man. Thank you, Judge Karen. Thank you. Thank you to my public defender, Bryce Moore. Bryce Moore. Bryce, don't make me fucking tell you twice more. Fuck. Wasn't sure who you were working for there, buddy. But thanks, man. Thanks for just putting up with me. It wasn't an easy defense there. Or it kind of was. But thank you, prosecutor Stephen Harper. Thank you. And I am sorry for the trouble. And to the people in the bank, God damn it. I want to know what that was like for you. I want to know what it to be on the receiving end of something like that. I would like to hear from you, but of course you don't owe me anything, right? It's quite the opposite. I have no way of finding you. No one's going to give me your name. Restitution wasn't ordered by the court. So if you're open to it, Joel F. is in Franklin. JoelFMitchell@gmail.com. If you weren't in the bank, please don't email me. What can I do to make that right? I don't know. You want to talk to me? You want to meet with me? What can I do? I want to know. But again, you don't owe me anything. But it feels like I owe you more than some fucking collective apology. So please let me know. Yeah, I'm in a fucking tent, man, hanging out in Arkansas. So, Arkansas doesn't want to let me go just yet. Fortunately, I was eligible as a first-time offender in Arkansas. I'm not in prison right now. Act 346, thank God. Probation, just keep me here. my probation officer. It's fucking kick ass. Thank God. Gave me a 2-week pass. I was able to get out there and be with family. It's fucking heaven, man. So much during that separation. The little things that you're so busy, right? You don't do those things. To be able to sit on a 2-week pass and be in, newborn vibes is one thing, but then to just be there for 2 weeks, yeah, it was a blessing beyond belief. I needed that. Everybody did. I know. Gotta go back to Arkansas. Doing pretty well here on 20-something bucks a night here at the park. Madman on the fucking loose. To go from somebody to be somebody that people are so fucking afraid of, man. My neighborhood. If you want to hit up that email address, please. Yeah, so to become something like that, to be that fucking guy, and still be that guy, yeah. Yeah, it's hard. Poor me. No, I'm fucking sorry. And I need to do what I can while here. Transfer's gonna take a little bit. I can transfer out to Colorado to be with my family, but I gotta stay here while that's taking place. And it can take a little bit of time. But I'm on God's time now, so I'm not pouting about that. Grateful beyond belief. I'm still fucking alive. I sat in a cell block that was in a specific pod that was just, they let you out for an hour a day, that's it. And you're by yourself when they do that usually, unless you have a cellie. This criminally insane would come in. And you can refuse medication if you want in there. Which is what I did. Not that they did try and give me something, this fucking joke of a psychiatrist. She's not local, otherwise I wouldn't be dogging on her. She zoomed her way in. No, has no idea who I am, no idea what the story was, how I got there. How you sleeping? Just a drug dealer. So no. But yeah, when these criminally insane would refuse medication, or even if there wasn't any medication involved in it, truly insane. I got to see myself in those people. And they never shut the fuck up. All night. Screaming. The irony of it too is this 21-year-old rape case who was my next door. The ventilation just comes right through. 21-year-old kid. Rape case. Raped a kid. Pretty clear. His youth pastor had been raping him. From the dialogue and the screams that would come out all night long. And his cult programming. Just repeat it over and over again. Nothing about that shit was supposed to rehabilitate you. Fuck. But it worked It was hell. It was certainly time to burn. And burn I fucking did. I'd wake up with the taste of ash in my mouth. Not waking up from sleep. Waking up from falling. You know, it got so dark there towards the end. It's firing. Because this whole thing is a massive self-destruct. Burn everything. Every relationship, professional, personal, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it. It's just a fire. So it was going, and it's all just one massive cry for help. And every action is that, but it's like, it doesn't really tell you anything other than it's just a cry for help. And ultimately a systematic burning of all bridges. Burn, 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 burn. Either it's in messages where this was the most possessed state, so it's remembering at this point. It faded like a dream quickly, so I had to remember, and I know whether it was an invitation to madness or some sort of dark outburst, boom, boom, boom. The rhyme or reason was, to it, and who got targeted. I can't remember. Everyone. Because I didn't want to. I engaged in selective memory because my shame load was so high when let me forget about this. And I did, and I forgot. So I'm gonna need to be reminded. If you were on the receiving end of that. Some people I don't need to be reminded of. It's very, but. And it wasn't necessarily random. It's because I deeply respected you. And that's exactly why you were targeted. Taking my all the way to the end. The entire trolling operation. You know what I needed though? To get it out. I needed an enemy. I needed somebody to try and separate me from my family. So yeah, once we hit a certain point in the marriage, it was like, okay, everything I'm doing on social media is Come on, come get me. And that operation was well before that. I was talking shit. But I needed somebody. I needed somebody to do it. So, in Texas, dropping off my daughter at the airport, there's 2 sets of memories. This is what I was telling myself I was doing. At that parking lot, just outside Dallas. I'm just gonna chill here and then drive home in the morning. It's a long drive. It's late. Go home and finally, after a horrible year of just beautiful, magical, but stressful, I'm gonna finally be home with my kids. I'm gonna put an end to this, like I do every year. Every year, my psychosis, I go hard on it. I throw it out on the internet as a way of getting things seen and heard. It's been something I've been doing for a long time. Figured out how to use social media to get the crazy shit seen and heard just by clicking post. Don't even need engagement. Figured that out years ago. So still doing that. And then so then why in that parking lot did I put my driver's license up on the dash? Why did I park out in the open? Why did I take my knife and throw it out of the car? And why did I just sit there and wait for the police to arrive? How did I know I had done enough? Because everything I was doing on social media, this dirt bag shit. Because this whole thing was a fake it till you make it. Go hard. Look how fucking crazy I am. Look, look, look. Do it. Do it. Yeah. And then somebody did it. So how did I know? How did I know I had done enough? I suppose I didn't. But then I kind of unwind and I lose consciousness voluntarily. A strange nap of a madman. And then I open my eyes. There's a police car right behind me. So why then was I like, go time? And that's it. Why did I need that moment? Why did I need an attempt to separate me from what I love most, my secure attachments, you know? To fully let the psycho out? Are you a parent? Put these words in your mouth, please. If someone tried to separate me from my kids via imprisonment, not jail, I would lose my fucking mind. Every parent says that because it's true. You would just go nuts. Now, for someone experiencing psychosis who's right there on the edge, who's toying with himself, it was the perfect thing. It was looking for a reason to let that out, right? Which is why you see, and throughout the experience, you see it. This sense of finally, excitement, fuck. You know, I've tried being good, now I'm gonna just be bad, just like a kid. Right? A kid who's like the good boy, but then, you know, the parents move the goalpost. Oh, no, you know, oh, you've been really good, you get this, but oh, no, sorry, our love's over here, or whatever, you know, and then they're like, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna try being bad now, fuck. Being good didn't work, still don't get the love, I'm gonna try being bad. And that's was a, you know, a driving force in that kind of behavior, along with so many other things. Jeez. Of which I don't currently have any more time for, and I don't know if the battery is dead. On this, it's not. Okay. Suppose I'll just keep going then. not without my corn cob. Don't mind me. Just smoking crack out of a corn cob. No, I probably created a hell of a lot more questions than answers just now. I don't care. So what now then, huh? Thank you for helping my family. Thank you for seeing us as people worth helping. But thank you for helping me. For those that did. And those who still are. See, I don't know how much more I'm going to talk about what happened. I think I've given you enough on that, but I gave it to you right off the fucking cuff. These thoughts have not been organized into sentences and paragraphs like they should. I just wanted to give you something. If I don't really have a full understanding of it as a result of that, I still do have to write all this down. I did not have enough access to pencil and paper in jail to do so. So things had to be distilled into poetry. That was the best, I guess all I could do. And what a gift that ended up being to me. So yeah, what now? I don't know. I mean, I know what I got to do next, but God's not going to let me know. Why? Why would he let me know? I'll fuck it up. I have my ideas. Crazy ass ideas. I have my pain. And that will guide me. There's no shaking this shit off, man. In any sort of timely fashion. It's gonna be with me for a while. Long time. Can't make something like this go away. But I can change your mind. Maybe. I'll never stop trying to make it right. I'm still alive. That's criminally insane, man. They'll never get out. That's what was so hard to see. Here I am, like a survivor's guilt kind of thing. Man. And they're still there, suffering. And here I am with fucking poop in my pants. Fucking idiot beyond belief. A fool. For those who like archetypes. I think the archetype of the fucking fool and the tyrant, and it all just fits into the story, because I was kind of following it, to be honest with you. I was following the symbolism. Yeah, I don't really want to go too hard. I'm not going to ignore a bunch of elephants in the room when it comes to talking about it. I'm sure I'll talk about it some more, but yeah, I do gotta move on here. And I gotta keep my communications to a minimum right now. Please don't take it personally. 1900 waking hours right here in quiet contemplation. Not quiet in the cell block, but I certainly wasn't running my fucking mouth. Quiet contemplation. I missed it. And so I know a lot of people have a lot of things to say about what it was like for them. I'm just talking about friends and stuff. But I gotta prioritize best I can. So just give me time. Please. So I showed you how to fall, or what, I showed you what a fall from grace looks like, to say the least. I suppose it's on me to show you what the subsequent rise is going to look like, yeah. Suppose it's on me to go ahead and be that mighty man of God then, huh? What choice do I have that won't end in fucking doom? I don't. Whatever that is, whatever that looks like, I have to do it. So yeah, you watched. Maybe you laughed. I hope you laughed. I was making it as funny as I possibly fucking could, because in the grand scheme of things, there's a cosmic joke in order and a God with a very wicked sense of humor. So yeah, I was trying to make it as funny as possible. Don't feel bad for laughing at my expense. If you're fucking horribly disappointed, disgusted, scared, yeah, I'm sorry. But you watched. How could you not? Kanye West ain't got shit on that, man. So I hope you stick around and watch the rise then. Can't make any promises. I'm a man of broken promises right now. But I will do my best to make it a good time. Because I'm going all the way. I was never not gonna go all the way. All the way into the light. All the way into the dark. Another daughter joined the family. right on time. Could use some wisdom in the family right now, huh? It's not coming from me. She is beautiful. She's like her sister's mother. I don't fucking think so, buddy. Try again later. Can't imagine I got through this without repeating myself. I hope it was coherent for you. I had no concern about whether or not it sounded insane. Why would I? Because now you know. You know what finally killed the devil in me? Acknowledgement. Love and understanding. Acknowledgement. Love and understanding. Acknowledgement. Love and understanding. The help of a friend. Thank you. Thank you. I tried so hard to burn every bridge. But no. Love and understanding. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friends. You know who you are. Thank you. It's going to keep me safe from the devil within and the devil without. The pain. Just got to stay in the pain and everything's all right. Move into it. Through it. I've been searching so long in a way to find a way to just get it out. It's the ultimate way of expressing myself. Some body work, I'm trying to figure out how to get tension out of the body. Move back towards that authentic self. Should it even exist? And yeah. Just trying to get back home to the child. To be like a child again. Don't forget I killed a puppy. Don't forget. How could you ever forget? God. Did I really fucking confess now? Nothing else left to lose. But you know what God gave me? Gave me some wisdom around that. Eventually. And it was, anytime we see something cute, oh my God, you're so cute, I could fucking squeeze you. It's like you're talking about murder, Grandma. You know, you're and yet here we are as these animals, and so yeah, it was. So yeah, you can understand why a child shouldn't be left alone with something innocent or whatever. You put all kinds of understanding around that. It didn't change the fact of the matter. To me, it didn't matter. You want to excuse me at 4 years old, whatever. None of that matters now. It's an educational point, I suppose. Or you can hold it against me if, yeah, there's plenty. God, if you want to hate me right now, man, I've given you plenty. You got all the fuel you need. So take it. Come, you know, what are you going to do with it? Doesn't matter what you got. God already got there first. Can't destroy a destroyed man. Not that I'm not totally willing to be on the receiving end of any and all anything. I deserve it. So yeah, come on. Jeez. All right, then I'll see you in the mirror. Don't forget about the puppy.